it hit right in the middle of wedding season, and was doing a lot of travel and stuff like that. Had a whole heap of wedding gigs lined up in, vineyards and things like that. I know I was in Shep and Mildura, and I had one in the other side of Melbourne, and yeah, obviously they all got cancelled, and most of them are still cancelled. So as far as the travel sort of thing goes, that was sort of that was the main thing. Most of the original stuff I do is sort of more locally based, or at least between here and Melbourne. But yeah, the thing that took the biggest hit was probably the cover band thing, right smack bang in the middle of wedding season. Yeah, and I guess that's the other thing. That's the one that earns you the income too. So I lost a fair chunk of coin from that sort of period too. That's probably, March, October are the two biggest months for me as far as that kind of stuff goes. And yeah, so took a bit of a hit in the wallet too. But yeah, those were most of the places I was heading around the time COVID hit. Yeah.
Hey, we got our merch store all sorted now, so make sure you go buy our shit. What?
Yeah, so headed over to Europe last year around October, and played 16 shows or something in mainly Germany, the Netherlands, and the Czech. And yeah, had a look around and heard a lot of. It felt like there was Germany's the size of Victoria, and there's 80 million people there. There's just a lot more people. So there was sort of just a general sort of thing of, well, this could be something we sort of work towards in the future or whatever. And then again, sort of just, as maybe plans sort of started to get the ball rolling again. I don't know, everything's on ice for 18 months type thing. And it was the same with the shorts, but just nationally, we had a whole Victorian tour booked. We'd booked shows along the East Coast all the way up, and had to cancel everything. So no real, we were just going to drive up in the van. So no real super losses there, but just promotion, posters, and just the fact that, you print your CDs and you print your merch up in the hope of selling it out of the van, and then you don't do any gigs for a long time. Yeah, makes it a bit hard.
Alrighty. Normally I only play 5, but I got the house to myself, so bloody keep going. All the songs tonight from the shorts have been off the Reno EP. If you don't have it, bloody get it. It's free anyway. Sounds called You Don't Get It.
It's funny you mentioned the petrol tank thing, because it's once every 3 weeks now, and it was every couple of days last year. I do about 100 shows a year, maybe just under, and that's a bit of everything. But that's a huge part of it.
Yeah, man. Because I played that song about hating someone tomorrow. Here's some Shirelles.
For me, I absolutely love chucking stuff in the back of the van and getting there 20 minutes before, and knowing that I've got a bit of a nerve turning up 20 minutes before a gig, and sort of thinking that it's all going to work out fine. It always does, and I sort of love just the element of just running the show, you know, it's just chaos. You're grabbing your gear and you're throwing it between people and all that sort of thing. And that was my Friday night and Saturday night every night or every week for, you know, the last 12 years. And yeah, to sort of spend Friday nights and Saturday nights sort of sitting at home on the couch playing the guitar by myself. I guess there's times where, yeah, there has been plenty of times where I've just sort of gone, man, normally right now, you know, I'm playing or arguing with the guy 5 metres away about why you can't play K-Sound at 8:30 at night type thing. You know, you leave that till the last set, man, and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, I kind of miss that sort of part of it, you know, with the Shorts. The bass player, Sharpie, he's the coolest guy in the world, but he refuses to look at Google Maps when we go to a gig. And so Danny, my brother, who's the other guy in the band, is just a nervous kind of guy, and he's, well, where are we going? And it's just this running joke in the van. We'll just drive straight. We'll get there in the end, and we got to ring the venue, and we're never on time. And, you know, we're supplying a drum kit and stuff like that. So I kind of miss just sort of the what's going on, why isn't things ready, sort of the shenanigans of rock and roll on the Friday nights and the Saturday nights, and now not really getting that. Even Hayward's Guilty Pleasures show on a Thursday night, same thing, you know, message him at 8, he's not there, and, you know, we're supposed to be on at 8:30 and we haven't sound checked, we don't even know if the 2 mics are working and stuff. Sort of, yeah, just that white-knuckled, what the hell's going to happen thing. Yeah, it's turned into a very measured, quiet evening, every evening, yeah.
Good evening, this is what we do now. The Friday night band, Friday night special. What do you want to do first? We'll do the feds. Yeah, just go to the chorus. Alright. This is going to be great, everybody. Hello. How many frets is that bass got, man? Lots. You can play heaps of wrong notes.
One of my favourite songwriters is Paul Westerberg, and he talks about how he writes songs when he's bored. And, you know, whenever I'm on holidays, most of the time I don't write just because there's a lot going on between the gigs and work and all that. But whenever I'm on holidays, I'll probably write, you know, half a dozen songs type thing. And so, you know, with this extended layoff, I've been writing a lot of songs, and not all of them are amazing or anything like that. And then sort of flicking them off to people to sort of bring them to life a bit more. So, yeah, no, I do know what she means. A bit of a, yeah, chucked to the superannuation or something like that. But yeah, that's what I'm doing, writing music basically. And yeah, I don't know. There's always a million irons in the fire, particularly with me, and I think it drives the other guys I play with a bit crazy. But you know, it's, we could do this for this video clip. You know, at the moment, I've got 3 bands, and every single one of them has currently got songs getting mixed by somebody different, you know, and they're flicking them back saying, what do you think and stuff. So I guess, yeah, that's what I've been doing. It's more sort of recording stuff and writing stuff.
Can we talk to it? Sure. Here's one from our label mates. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, the whole world is watching me. Can I play that stuff again? Let me do it again. Wait. Yeah, the whole world is watching me. There's not a lot of things. See, once I got it right, it was good. Yeah, I'm fine. Once you got it. Once I got it. I never got it. That's embarrassing. Sorry, internet.
Don't worry about it. There's only 648 people watching.
Exactly.
Actually, there are some comments. I'm surprised there aren't people watching. Gonna play another one. Any requests? There's 4 fans. Like, seriously, we may as well play one of their requests.
Yeah, well,
there's 4 people
fans.
watching.
4 people watching.
You know, if I'm not playing a gig and sitting, or just busy playing, you know, so sort of seeing the social side from like a third person narrating type of point of view, of just sort of being there but not really sort of being able to, you know, socialise or whatever. yeah, you know, you go to a gig, and that was a great thing about playing the original gigs more so is you're only playing for 45, not 3.5. So you're able to play and hang out and have fun and all that. And yeah, no, it's been the same. I love making phone calls. I walk my dog twice a day, and everybody gets a phone call. So, you know, I sort of chat to people that way and stuff. But yeah, no, the social thing's taken a huge hit. And I think about, you know, schoolmates and stuff like that. The only constants throughout the whole time has been the music, you know. I know that's corny, but it's true. The people I hang out with, you know, 80, 90% of the time are people who play.
Can we do it in C? Sure. Alright, here we go. We'll see it.
Says.
Timmy said play don't sue me. Yes.
There we go, we nailed it, see.
See, Timmy? Anyone else saying? No.
To be honest, I've been no worries. I really, and I don't think I'm just saying that because, you know, I want to sound like like things don't affect me. I want to be a man. But nah, sort of bring it on. Creative people are going to do creative things. You know, that's never going to stop. The best art always comes from, you know, the most depressive times and whatever. And, you know, it's got you rethinking the wheel. How are you going to go about this in the future? You know, you talked about the touring. Oh, yeah, you talk about the touring and stuff like that. Well, all of a sudden overseas is off the cards. So what are we going to do? We're in a huge country with 25 million people. And, you know, let's just look at Victoria. There's 6 million people, over 5 million people in Melbourne, and the rest of the state makes up, you know, the 6 million people that are in the state or whatever. So how are you going to go about, you know, making things work in an environment where, you know, the audience is pretty slim and all that sort of thing? And I know it's kind of cool. You know, I grew up in Birchip in the Mallee. You know, the towns were 500 people and you had to find a way. No one cares about music there. No one. So you had to find a way to get a gig. You had to find a way to make people care. You know, you had to make your own fun. And yeah, I don't know. I just reckon as much as it sucks and all that, and I can't wait till something comes back. At the same time, you know, pretty lucky to be able to play music and pretty lucky to hang out in this country and basically do whatever the hell I want, 80% of the time. You know, I go to work, but I like work. I get to teach music and all that sort of thing. And I'm okay. And I keep thinking about sort of what's coming next. And it's just sort of, oh well, you know, you'll think of something. Back home when I think I was 20, I created my own video show. Created my own show, called it the Brodie Glen Show. And just set up a tripod in the corner of every gig and made these little 5-minute videos. And they're pretty cringy now, and I haven't watched them for a long time. But at the same time, you know, I'd finish a gig and I'd go home and it'd be, you know, 2 o'clock in the morning. And I'd stay up till, you know, 7 o'clock in the morning just editing all the footage that I had from that night of a tripod. I don't know. I just think that, you know, a lot of people might have thought at that time that there's, you know, not a lot going on back then, and I still found ways to be entertaining, to fulfill my, you know, creative endeavours and all that. So as much as it sucks, I don't know, you know, pretty lucky to be able to kind of do whatever I want anyway. So, Yeah, sorry, Mick, that took a long time.
All right, thank you, crowd.
Thank you, Facebook.
It's pretty lame. Hope you liked it.
Oh,
Good night.
I like how we only do 2 originals now instead of 3. We can't cover that. It's way better.
I'm really excited to. There's a brand new band. I mean, we haven't played a gig yet, and that's a bit exciting in the sense of, well, we got no idea when we're going to be able to get back. You know, we've got. I think the best thing about the band is going to be the live performance, and we haven't even done that yet. Well, that's the bit I'm looking forward to the most. And there's been a few conversations between me and the other guys of, you know, what could we do to sort of I don't know, show people what we're made of.
Yeah, we'll go continue, I guess.
All right. How long's it been, Trev?
To jam?
Yep.
6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Yep. 6
Alright.
weeks. See how we go.
See what happens.